started. I'd first like to thank the organizers for giving me this opportunity to speak my thoughts on this topic in front of many scholars. Am I audible now? Yes, thank you. I'd also like to apologize because my Hindi is not that great, so I'd like to deliver it in English. I'll कोशिश करता हूँ बीच बीच में हिंदी में बोलूँ. So the topic is linguistic and NLP resources for studying Sanskrit. So we have seen from Professor Malhar Kulkarni, he had explained how and why what is the need for the tools that are being developed for studying Sanskrit. He gave two perspectives, learning and studying. I'd like to focus on two tools which have been developed. He had also mentioned these tools, the Sanskrit Heritage Platform and Samsadhini tool. The Samsadhini tool had been developed, is under development since 2008 under the guidance of Professor Ramba Kulkarni at the University of Hyderabad. And the Sanskrit Heritage Platform is developed by a computer scientist from France, Professor Gerard Huet. I'd like to focus on these two tools and show how it is useful for a student, a teacher, as well as a researcher. Towards the end, I'd also like to give a glimpse of what needs to be done ahead. So, to get a basic of what resources can be classified on various ways. There are many kinds of resources. So based on type, they can be corpus, e-reader, tool, dictionary, etc. Based on the kind of NLP task they are addressed. So whether it is for segmentation like Sandhi Vicheda, या morphological analysis, Pada Vishleshanam, parsing, machine translation, Anuvada. So depending on the task, tools are being developed. Most importantly, the kind of tools for whom the tools are being addressed, whether it is a student or learner, or if it is exclusively for teachers or researchers. So these tools can act as a guide for students. For teachers, they are assistants, as Professor Kulkarni ji said. It is mandatory that every chhatra needs a shikshak. But these tools can assist both the students as well as the teachers, and also the researchers as a reference. I'd like to give a very brief introduction about Samsadhini as well as the Heritage Platform before going into a short demonstration of how these tools work. The kinds of work that have been going on in the Samsadhini platform pertain to words, like from the perspective of Shabda. We have the Pada Vishleshana tools, Pada Vyutpadika, Nama Pada Vyutpadika, Kridanta and Samasta Pada Vyutpadika also. At the level of sentence, the Samsadhini has a parser exclusively based on the Shabdabodha theory, and it also acts as a Sanskrit to Hindi machine translation system. There is also a sentence generation tool developed in Samsadhini. Apart from that, there are many e-readers for Samkshepa Ramayana, Bhagavad Gita, Sisupalavad and Raghuvansa. Samsadhini also has a tool for Navyanaya, identifying Navyanaya terms and Yamakas. On the other hand, the Sanskrit Heritage Platform is exclusively for segmentation and morphological analysis. It also has declension and conjugation engines, Shabdarupa and Dhaturupa. So the basic thing that the Sanskrit Heritage Platform does is segmentation. So given a Sandhi Yukta Vakya, it gives the Sandhi Vicheda along with all the morphological analysis, all the Pada Vishleshana also. It also has a pipeline with the Samsadhini's dependency parser, where the segmented sentences the segmented sentence is piped to some Sadhani's parser to analyze the karaka. So I will give a short demo here. I hope it's visible. So this is the Sanskrit heritage platform. I will take a very basic sentence, very written in Sarala Sanskrita. It is in prose form. It is from Vikramasarita. There are many parameters. I'm not going to the details of the parameters. I will just run this sentence. Yes. So now we are able to see that this sentence, Vikramaditya Rajye Purandarapuri Nama Nagari Samabhut. So this sentence can be analyzed in 2880 ways. So अगर हम इस संधि युक्त वाक्य को संधि विच्छेद करते हैं, हमें 2000 से ज़्यादा संधि विच्छेद वाक्यों हमें मिलती है. Out of which the user has options. There are many colors here. So if you see Vikramaदित्यस्य, and हमें choose करना पड़ेगा यहाँ से. If we choose, it automatically updates and the number of solutions reduce. So this is developed by professor, and we can keep on going choosing, looking at each of the colors. So when we click on the word, we get the stem or the dhatu, Raj dhatu, and the morphological analysis. It says present, passive, singular, and first person. But this is not the correct, so we have to choose this one, yeah. Or so here we have feminine, dual, accusative, etc., and masculine, singular, locative. So I will choose this option. Similarly, we can go on choosing this. We saw there were more than 2880 solutions. What we tried to achieve in our department was to reduce this number of solutions so that the user has the effort of a user is reduced. So we have another option here which gives the best solution. The system automatically checks for the best solution and produces. So now most of the colors are, most of the options are removed. Only a few options are present. Now if I want to go forward, I can either choose from here, or I can go to the first solution where I will get the solution in a text. So if you see, the text is Vikramaditya Rajye Purandarapuri. So it has identified Purandarapuri as a compound, and it has marked the hyphen here. In this sentence there is not much sandhi. I just wanted to show the working of the segmenter. So upon clicking this, there is another option, the pipeline that I mentioned earlier. So this segmented sentence will be passed to the Samsadhani's parser, and yeah. So this is already in the Anvaya form. So I think now we'll be able to see the dependency analysis of the sentence. So the parser works on the principle of Khandanvaya, where the Kriyapada is found first, and each question is raised. Samabhut, Kutra Samabhut, Rajye Samabhut, Purandarapuri Nama. Nama is Sangnya Dyotaka. Purandara Purandarapuri is a samasa, so marked with a samasa relation. So all these are Karaka relations, So based on the taglines as well as the clues obtained from various Indian grammatical tradition, this tool automatically identifies the dependency analysis of a sentence. So to understand how the reader works for sentences with a large number of sandhi, I will give a very short. I will give this sentence, this verse from Bhagavad Gita, the first verse from Bhagavad Gita. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre Samaveta Yutsavah Mamakaha Pandavaschaiva Kimakurvata Sanjaya. So here in this case we have 48,384 solutions, of which the segmenter reduces, the improved version of the segmenter reduces it and produces a very less number of possibilities, and this can further be used to get to the parser. So here we see Dharmakshetre. The input sentence is Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre, and here we have the sandhi Pandavaschaiva, which has split it Pandavaha cha eva Kim Akurvata and Sanjaya. And once again, when we redirect it to the parser gives the dependency analysis, the Karaka analysis. So Akurvata, Kim Akurvata, Kim karma of Akurvata. Sanjaya, Kim Akurvata. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre. Dharmakshetre is the Visheshanam of Kurukshetre. Dharmakshetre Kurukshetre. Pandavaha Kim Akurvata. Pandavaha cha. There is a Samuchaya Dyotaka relation. So there is out of the possible number of relations, 70 to 80% of the relations are identified correctly. Here we see Mamakaha Samavetaha. Here there is Samavetaha has been analyzed differently. So such errors occur and these need to be developed further. So what I'd like to say is, from the current state of resources, we have to look at certain things which are to be done in the next course of 4 or 5 years. These tools like Pada Vishleshana, Sandhi Vicheda, these tools are being developed at various places like Delhi University, JNU, IIT Bombay, IIT Kanpur, Kharagpur. All the universities are developing many tools, but we need to do a mapping of the results or mapping of the representation, and standardization is necessary and normalization is necessary for these existing tools. At the level of words, the kind of analysis that needs to be done is towards dictionary mapping, word and word meaning, mapping various dictionaries. We have huge number of dictionaries digitized. We have Sanskrit texts also, like there are many texts, Kshira Tarangini or Shabda Kalpadruma, etc. So mapping all these kinds of dictionaries is an immediate necessity, and analysis on derivational morphology like Tadhita analysis, that needs to be done. And most importantly, the compound analysis. Compound words require modeling of samarthya. So given a compound, we can easily do the Sandhi Vicheda of a compound, but identifying which component, for example, Tapas Svadhyaya Niratam, whether the Svadhyaya combines with Tapas or Niratam, as of now the system, it is difficult for the system to automatically analyze it using rule-based systems. So which requires modeling the samarthya between Tapas and Svadhyaya Niratam. Similarly, at the level of sentence, Yogyata needs to be handled, and of course the discourse. Context plays a very important role in all kinds of tasks. From segmentation to parsing, context plays a very important role, and we have to develop those tools, all these tools with respect to context as well. So with this, I'd like to end my talk, and I'd like to thank again the organizers and Vaidik Vijnana Kendra for giving this opportunity. Thank you.